mind, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
More. So we're back on that.
Oh, no, sell those. Sell the franchise, though. We have one.
All right, we're live.
So, yeah, Slaki, that was technical difficulties. See? All right. But we're going to get back into it. We're getting into this new bill in Canada called Bill C-16. All right, which basically puts the transgenders under the wing of this devil and his protection. All right, so we're gonna get that scripture in the comments.
All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 25. So that there reigned in all men without exception, blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquitting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
So defiling of souls and changing of kind. So what does that mean, changing of kind? You have the male kind and the female kind, right? So what they're doing right now, they're just totally messing you up. They're just messing up your whole mind frame, especially these young kids, man. Because they're making it seem like this 8-year-old woman, or this girl, I should say, if she feels like she should be a boy, she should be called that under this new law. And if you call her a girl and she gets offended, you can actually get in trouble for that. That's actually deemed as discrimination. You know, which this is a sick society we're living in, man. You know,
and they're programming children to accept the whole gay agenda in sports and all that, like wrestling. They have a wrestling group called Bootios or some shit, like these niggas who sold out, like, and like little kids watch this stuff. So, and they're trying to get Jake, they're trying to get our people into this whole agenda. So, you know, the Most High has to come back and destroy this place.
Check this out. You get a scripture? Where was that it?
There's a little bit more.
Oh, so
it says, in marriages, adultery and shameless uncleanness.
This is Isaiah 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? You know, because the Most High made you a man, and a man is supposed to have certain traits. Going into testosterone, men are supposed to have testosterone. You know, men are supposed to desire women. We're supposed to desire women. There's nothing wrong if you desire women. There's nothing wrong if your dick gets hard for a woman. There's something wrong if you get turned on by a man. Now you're going into a realm of you have a mental disorder. There's something wrong with you. If you look at the same sex and you're being turned on by the same sex, you need to see a doctor. You're ill. But in this society, they tell you that you're fine, that it's okay. We're going to create laws around you. We're going to build you up and turn this thing into a monster. That's what Esau does. Esau passes things, and then it just gets out of control, like this gay marriage, man. Because I remember when girls were saying that they were bisexuals. Now all these bitches are lesbians, man. So these things, and it started with the shows that I was watching on TV that had little hints of homosexuality.
The L word. Yeah, the L word.
And the songs, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. Britney Spears kissing Madonna on stage. All these little things were subtle, but then it turned out to be a wildfire, man. It was just a spark, but then it just blew up, man. It's just out of control, man. So it says, or shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
That's what they're telling the Most High, that he has no understanding, right? Because he's the one that framed the people. He's the one that framed the whole earth, the whole universe, right? So it's like the we call it You have the person that makes a computer. He builds the whole computer, and then the computer types in the matrix, "Oh, you're a fool," or "I'm going to destroy you," or some bullshit. That's what Esau's basically doing, man. He's a damn fool, right?
Says, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Is it not yet a very little while? And no, that was it. Yeah, that was the thing. That's the only one. So,
That's it. This is Job 21:14. Therefore they say unto Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Yeah, that's going into Esau, man. Esau doesn't. That Israelites trying to save Esau, but he's not trying to get the ways of the Most High. You know, right?
15. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Verse 15. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
So Esau is telling you what profit we're going to have if we pray to the Most High. You know, that's what these Edomites are doing, man, because you got all these secret societies and whatnot. They're doing the exact opposite. You know, they're anti the father. That's why you have this Edomite, Herod's father, and Antipater, or anti-Pater, which pater means father. So he was anti the father. You know?
Verse 16. Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from them.
yeah, because people don't understand that it's not the white man's job, or the white man wasn't created to be good. Like, people are trying to pull goodness out of Esau, but there's no good out of Esau. You're trying to find me, like what Bubble Eyes used to say. There's going to be a small remnant of Edomites that are going to be saved. Yeah, they can't do that, man. It's not in them to do that. They weren't created to be good. They were created to be bad, man, and they cannot help it. It's in their spirit, man. 1 second, let me get one. This is Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. That was the point. Go ahead, come on.
Psalms 14:1. The fool had said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
And that's why every one of Esau's works is what? Is against the laws of the Most High. But nobody's seeing that. Well, how come Esau's not coming up with something new? How come he's just doing everything that's polar opposite to what the Heavenly Father already set forth as a law? The Most High said, do not lay with a man. Esau says, we're going to pass a law that it's okay to lay with a man. The Most High said, don't lay with animals. Esau said, okay, well, we're going to lay with animals.
And we don't, and no anal penetration.
That's
okay.
what he says we're going to do that.
He's crazy.
There is none that doeth good.
Yeah, there's not one. You can't find that one Edomite that's going to do good, man. You have to look high and night, you know, and find that one Edomite that's going to do good. You know, that's why you guys get bugged out when the apostles go. John Travolta, he's an Israelite.
Exactly.
Serve Israelites. You know, you guys have no discerning of the spirit, man. But then when the script gets flipped on you, that you have so-called singer, Lenny Kravitz, he's an Edomite. Well, where does that come into? Because if he came your way, you would accept it.
Exactly.
You know? Go ahead.
The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that didn't understand and seek Yahweh. They are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one.
Even one?
Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? We eat up my...
Yeah, and it's proven that Esau has no knowledge by his works, right? Because everything that he does is against how the world is supposed to operate.
And look at the fucking. I was looking this up a couple weeks ago. Bohemian Grove, man. That's some creepy ass shit.
Yo, that's
What
weird,
kind of
man.
people go in the forest in the tall ass what's it called, redwood trees?
Yes.
Forest in California?
Redwood forest,
yeah.
Redwood forest, man. You ever seen how tall those trees are?
Yeah.
Those trees are huge. The tree trunks. They have a big ass fucking statue of an owl, man,
Ow.
in the dark, fucking around. Man. And that shit was actually made because I started looking it up. It was actually made in the late 1800s, man. So you didn't have electricity. You just had light, candles, man. Running around in the forest.
But naked.
Kind of demons.
Can't remember, there's a phobia for that. Can't remember what it's called.
You saw those words.
Yes,
You saw me. You saw those old phobias.
Yeah, but that's
Or the fetishes.
homosexuality. And that owl goes back to Greece too. They have that owl. Yeah, it goes back to Molech, but they have it in Greece as well.
That's the same owl that Drake uses for his
Yeah, exactly.
for his
October
solo.
very on. You got these jakes wearing these little shirts. You don't know what the fuck they're wearing. It's a witchcraft.
And he just came out with a new song where he basically said that he's worshiping the devil. So they put it out there. Sorry.
With them pushing these laws, man, you know, for the brothers that are coming in, we had technical difficulties in the live stream, but you can look up this new criminal code in Canada. It's titled BC 16, right? And it was just really passed on the 18th, I believe, of November, which you didn't hear about it, you know, because people are just whatever news that they get, they just post on it. But it adds transgenders to a discrimination law. So basically, if you don't, if you see a woman and you know that's a man, and you say, yo, you're a man, who you born as? So I was, they don't know what the hell to say. Well, I'm a woman, you know. Yeah, I was born a man, but I always felt I was a woman. Well, if you call that thing a man or a male, they can charge you with discrimination.
So it's a hate crime.
It's a hate crime. So that's what this new law is.
Deuteronomy 23:1. He that is wounded in the stones, or hath his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
So that doesn't apply to Edomites or Moabites or the other nations. But if you Jakes, you do that, you take that final step and you cut off your privy members, man. That seals your deal, man.
Yeah, doing what you call it there, bisecting, cutting the vas deferens, which is allowing you to shoot your seed into a woman. That means you're cutting off, bringing forth fruit.
That's a wild spirit for a person to want to cut off his rod.
I met people that they oh fuck, I met this Asherite man like a couple months ago. He said, "What you did there?" I'm like, "Man, you're fucked, man. You are fucked."
What's the vasectomy when you have to cut it off?
They cut the Esau goes in your scrotum and then uses the laser and cuts your vas deferens, which is the tube which shoots your seed.
What's black?
So you're blocked. Here's the deal.
Shoots blanks. Shoots
They do
blanks.
it for free. So if you do the reverse, you have to pay $5,000.
Oh, yeah. Boy, Steve.
Yeah, I know. He did it. Yeah. So more kids, so you have to put like around 5 G's.
Yeah, because Esau knows you're gonna want to reverse it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Jake can't, but the guy's under that Jake can't pay for it. So the girl now wants kids. And he's like, $5,000. I was like, I don't know.
So now the girl went somewhere else. And
Yeah.
Now she's gonna do thing in front of him. What do you call that? What's that thing? Can't remember the name of it. That Esau does that fetish. Yeah. You know. Fucked up world.
That's good.
And then hold on, and then you know that it's wrong because even when they do it to animals, the animal never changes. I mean, he's never the same again. When they do it to dogs,
Yeah.
the dog is never the same.
Fight off.
He loses his fights.
Yep.
He doesn't care no more. Like they just mess up the dog's mind. Yeah.
Yeah, same with cats. Even with any animals, you do that too.
You mess it up.
There's just no life force.
Yeah, exactly.
No. This is from the Globe and Mail. Transgender rights bill passes key comments vote heads to committee. This was actually October 18th. I'm just going to go straight to the point. The legislation would have passed, make it illegal under the Canadian Human Rights Act to deny someone a job or otherwise discriminate against them in the workplace on the basis of the gender they identify with. Meaning, this person, this thing, this demon, it didn't go through the procedure yet, but they can dress like the opposite sex and believe that they are, or outwardly express, meaning that they actually, went through the fucking thing. So it deals with people that think that they're the opposite sex, and people that actually go through the process and do it. So if you have a person a grown fucking man in his 40s, one day he just wakes up and says, you know what? I'm really a girl. And you gotta praise that in the workplace. You cannot discriminate. That is against the criminal code of Canada. And you gotta work with these fucking demons, man. You might have a foreman on your job site that becomes a woman. You have to take orders from that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
You gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Right? It says it would also amend the criminal code so that gender identity and expression would be included in hate speech laws. The bill will ultimately have to get through the Senate, where an earlier private member's bill put forward by MP Randall Garrison was gutted and died when the 2015 election was called. So they're pushing this, man, and they're pushing the chip. 2017 is gonna. I believe the Spirit is gonna be the year to chip, the push of the chip, because they're pushing it hard, man. Anyway, I went to Subway at James Station. They made the new
Presto.
The Presto fucking. They don't have those. What do you call that shit?
The coin collectors.
Turnstiles. Turnstiles.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know, man. I haven't been here in a minute, man.
Yeah, you seen it at Downsview Station.
It's crazy.
The same thing. It's fucked.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh, is it,
Straight up.
yeah.
It looks like Total Recall, man.
They're doing it in the other provinces too. Because before I came, I was watching the news. And they have other provinces. Alberta was talking about it, and they have theirs. It's called Connect. Oh, so it's called Connect, and then I can't remember our brothers over in Winnipeg. They had the same type of shit going on over there too. He saw his amalgamating his whole his transcendence of his computers. He wants to put bio life with a damn computer, with a computer chip.
Asha, you have the scripture?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, the fool despise wisdom and instruction.
Yeah, that's right, man. Because with that wisdom that you get from these scriptures, from the laws, you become more fruitful, Like just the way, for one example, is the land Sabbath. You follow the laws of the land Sabbath, you know what you get? You get better food. And that's been proven by the way Esau has treated the earth. Since there has been no land Sabbath, the vitality of the food has gone down to where now we're eating GMOs, man.
Yeah, drugs.
Since 1975.
Right? Read that again, Asha.
Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Yeah, and it's proven that the right man is a fool. Don't tell us about technology or what. It would be
most likely that.
But it would be better that we lived without it if this is how we're going to treat ourselves. If we're going to destroy ourselves, it would be better that we live without it. Because all it's bringing is death and destruction.
All these phones, all these laptops, they're sending frequencies in your body that mutate your fucking genes, man. Give you cancer. Mutate your damn self. You have your wireless headsets, man. Wear that shit for 15 minutes, you get a migraine, you get a headache. You know?
Yeah,
So I stopped using that wireless shit because it gives you a damn headache. It gives you migraines. You know, and it can give you damn brain tumors, man. You know, you got these stupid ass hoes. They put their phone in their breast and their bra.
Yep.
Then they got breast cancer awareness month. You know, eating some pork, having a barbecue with some pork at a breast cancer awareness when fucking pork is a factor in their detriment, man. You know, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Greece of, this is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, Yahweh, search the heart and try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his deeds. Yeah, that's basically like the transgender thing too, because now they tell you was will, that you have to feel a certain way. If you feel good about doing it, it's good. But really, at the end of the day, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave you to those vile affections. Okay, and that's one thing you gotta remember because it's the end times here, you know. So,
yeah, of course.
This
This
is
is, go ahead, no, go ahead, bro.
yeah, this is Second Thessalonians, the second chapter. The point is made in the third verse, but I can start from the top. It says, now, verse 1, 2 Thessalonians 2:1. It says, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of a Mashiach Yahushua and by our gathering together unto him." Verse 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Yahushua is at hand. Verse 3, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
Yeah, and that's why all of this is happening, because this is revealing Esau. What the article the brother is bringing out, all it's doing for brothers who are awakened is exposing the damn Edomites as the wicked, man. You white people are the wicked according to the Bible. How do we know? By your actions, man. Through the scriptures, man. You're fulfilling prophecy. They're beautiful. Keep fulfilling prophecy. Keep breaking all the laws. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's how that man of sin is revealed, because 2,000 years ago, the apostles, they didn't know who that man of sin was. It was a mystery, you know? That's why it says until a falling away comes, which really happened in 70 AD when Titus and Vespasian, they came and sacked Jerusalem, you know? And then time went on, history went on, and then Columbus came and whatnot, and you know the rest. And now through the revival, you know, through great men, okay, through great men that the Most High Yahweh Shemel put the Spirit on, you know, elders and apostles to bring out the truth. That's how we learn the truth. You know, that's how we know the truth. That's how all you guys that fell off and are talking shit now and about man's guidelines and ordinances and worshiping. You guys wouldn't know your head from your asshole, man. If it wasn't for those men that you are now talking shit against. And since you know that, since that's messing up your conscience, you have to rethink now and say, you know, I'm going to change up certain things to make it seem like the Most High is dealing with me. You know, like those things they were preaching were wrong. You know, so now I'm going to correct them. You know, because you guys know you're wounded in your conscience that, you know what, I did learn everything I know from those men. And now I'm not watching those men anymore, so I gotta come up with something because I gotta keep up my rep. You know,
one more. It says here, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called." It says God here with Most High power.
Yeah,
so who's that?
exactly. No, going back, I was just thinking of the one in Isaiah. Isaiah, what's that? Isaiah
14.
Yeah, I think that's Isaiah 14.
14. Top.
No, down where it says
Or Ezekiel 20.
Lucifer?
Yeah. where he exalts himself.
Well,
Khan, yeah.
Right? And it says, or that is worship so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple. Wow.
Which is why Esau has to have cameras everywhere. You guys want to know why he has cameras on the satellite? Yeah, yeah, Khan.
Matter of fact,
He has to know everything.
He said, no,
Yes, he has to know everything. He has to monitor us. And then the end all be all to that, the tracking system, the GPS, is the chip. That's the end all. That's to know where you are every second. Bam!
matter of fact,
Where's he right now? Boom.
they had that movie
Yeah.
with DiCaprio, or
Russell Crowe.
yeah, that one. But oh, sorry, no, Fast and Furious. God, what do they call it?
God's Eye.
God's Eye.
God's
They
Eye.
call it God's Eye.
Yeah, that was
'Cause they can
Fast
hack
and Furious 7.
any system in the world, and they can spy on. They can hack his TV, his laptop,
Oh yeah.
and they can spy. That's called God's Eye.
Khan.
But these devils are so stupid that you're carnal. You don't have even you can tap into everything. You can't control everything, and you can't even watch everything at the same time. You don't have enough manpower, man. You don't have enough brain power. You don't have enough power in general.
That's right.
You know. Just to back up the brother, this is Psalm 17:11. It says, "They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bound down to the earth." And that's those satellites. That's their eyes. You know, because even how does this internet work? How is this laptop working? How's the Wi-Fi? It has to get a signal. It gets the signals from the internet, from the cell phone towers that beam up. It's all linked up, man.
Unicorns.
You know. That was it. What?
Yeah, just a little part of it, but you answered it already though. It says, show himself that he is God. That's it. All right, but real quick, I just want to comment on verse 2. But you mentioned you men out there who was shaken out of the tree. You know, your verse 2, man, because it says here that it says to the elect. This is not going to happen to the elect, but it's happening to you. It says that ye be not soon shaken in mind. You men who got sifted out, you're shaken in mind. You know, so I mean, you gotta take heed. But you know what? Acts 8:22, it says repent. But you know what? You're gonna have to be just like Yaakov, okay? You know, and wrestle, knowing, or like King David, I'm saying the Spirit of the Lord, when it's on you, when these truths are coming out, or coming back into men to see the truth, you got to repent like Jacob or like King David, and that's all I got. All right.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 58:3. The weak carry strength from the womb. They go astray as soon as they born speaking lies.
Read that again, bro.
This is Psalm 58:3. The wicked are strength from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born speaking lies.
So, if anybody wants to know how come I don't like the white man, who are the Edomites, because the Lord is telling me that they're wicked from their strange from the womb. That's right. So that means I can't deal with white people like that. They're not my friends. White people are not my people.
The scripture says when Jacob and Esau was born, there was two manner of people.
That's right.
Separated from their house.
There's a battle.
That's right.
And it's so spiritual that these Edomites, even though we're in so-called 2016, the futuristic, they still hunt, they still eat raw meat, they still get red as hell. You know, like you're still the same people that the scripture is talking about, man. You're still the same. Like you never went away from your father Esau. You're still Esau.
You still climb the rocks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Still base.
Yeah, they're still base. They're still living in caves.
Just like the Edomite at the restaurant.
They're still having sex with dogs.
Going in the garbage, man.
1 John 3:8. He that committeth sin is of the devil. For the devil sinneth from the beginning.
Sure, man. Straightforward. Straightforward, man. Straightforward, man. Let me get this real quick and then we can go This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
You saw the covetous bastard, man.
Hey, when the conquistadors came and they went to the Gold City, they oh man, they had beer covetousness. They're like, who's ruling here? They were fascinated. They wanted to reap that, man.
They go to every land. You know, that's why I was watching this thing today, documentary on Afghanistan. The soldiers, Marines, videotaping it. They're just embarrassing every nation, man. They're trying to train the Elamites down there because they call themselves the Pashtun people, Afghanis, right? They're really Elamites, so they're trying to train them and whatnot into the combat. And the first thing that the Elamite tells them, he sits him down and he's like, the translator, but the Elamite's talking English. He's like, oh, the first thing you do is you have to talk about hygiene.
That's what Esau said? Oh,
he's like, you have to separate your eating space, the space where you use the restroom, and then the space where you have to wash. And then he's talking, and then this one Elamite's on the floor. He's talking in his language, but has a subtitle. He's like, "Oh, this fucking idiot! Don't tell us about hygiene." He's like, "We all know how to wash our hands." He's like, "We all went to school." He's like, tell us how to make IEDs and landmines. don't tell us about no fucking hygiene and shit.
How you make future?
yeah, come on.
Because he's trying to downplay the people, like he's talking about you gotta wash your hands before you eat. The people are way cleaner than you.
Yeah, that's
true. The most people, people are way more civilized and cleaner than you.
Yeah.
You know, you got Esau talking about hygiene when man, it's crazy, man.
Basement.
They learned everything from Jake, how to be, just everything, all the salt and flavor you have, and now you're going to other nations who you fucking destroyed, talking about step one is hygiene, you know, because if you don't wash your hands, you're gonna have that same bacteria go in your mouth, and get all kinds of diseases. Yeah, just bring it up.
Yeah, and they make movies, which is comedic, that shows that Esau doesn't like washing his hands.
Like your Dave, man.
Yeah.
I got this script. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Because Esau's in the power. And we get it from all sides. How about Shem Roshai? Plain and simple. And until that man is out of his power, there's not anything that any nation can do. Sure. I don't care about polite and you guys talking about we're gonna set up our own Black Wall Street. All that shit's gonna fail. Yeah, you're gonna see it tumble.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna see it tumble, man. And in verse 2, and they covet fields, right? Because what is covet? Covet is you see something and you want it, envy that, and then you take it. Right, that's why in the laws, what does it tell you? Brothers and us aren't supposed to covet what brothers have, man. You know, or what? Did you get those shoes on? Man, I'm so jealous of those shoes. That's just foolishness, man. And they cover fields and take them by violence. What was that? And houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. It's double, he oppresses you, man. He'll come into your land, take your woman, drink your drink, eat your best food, take your best resources, you know,
and then say he's you.
Yeah,
like going in the past. Like, yeah, that was me.
And then he'll fuck up everything. And then he'll leave and say, okay, you guys, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. That's what they're doing. That's what the Russians did in Afghanistan. Then they left. They left all those weapons and shit.
Yep.
Then the Americans came in there, and now the Americans are quote unquote leaving. That's what the whole documentary was about. They're trying to train the Afghans so they can defend themselves. But all they're doing is, what were they doing? They're taking the opium fields,
And the lithium ion.
you know, whatever oil and whatever other resources they have there. But the main thing is the opium, because that heroin business is crazy.
Big business.
They're saying on Russia Today, which mind you, Russia Today is a news station. They said the CIA alone receives, I think, 70 billion a year from opium, and that's just the CIA.
Yeah, that's just
That's
CIA.
just one agency.
Yeah.
You know, and guess who was controlling those opium fields? The Taliban. So who are they doing trade with? Who are they doing business with? If those are the same people you're fighting, how are they exporting that shit? Who are they giving it to? Is there Pablo Escobar coming down to Afghanistan, you know, from Colombia, or, you know, from South America and making deals with the Taliban? No, it's this devil in a nice suit in a helicopter with bodyguards. He comes in, takes the ship, and it goes. You know, it says, verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. And you see the Most High is playing, because he said this family, because you have many families of the earth. He said against this family, right? From which ye shall know, it's like from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, being proud. Devils, you're not going to be proud in that day. You know? For this time is evil, meaning bad times. Bad times, man. And in that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. That's when the Edomite blues are going to come.
Yeah.
You're going to know what a real blues is.
Like
You got Edomite
Greece.
blues today.
Yeah.
That ain't real blues, man. You're going to know what real blues. They're going to be.
It's like what happened in Greece. They're crying.
Oh, yeah. He had changed the portion of my people. How has he removed it from me? Turning away, he had divided our fields. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a court by lot in the congregation of the Lord. That was the point.
That's it. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home. Who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
He sounds like Grim Reaper, man. That's what the scripture is saying. You know, and where this devil goes is death. You know?
But gather
Sure.
unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people.
We call the melting pot. Right?
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booty for unto them?
Spoiled, right?
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land.
There's going to be all kinds of crimes. Right? When judgment books are open, there's going to be all kinds of conspiracies we never even heard of.
Right.
Are going to come out about Esau.
Yep.
Because Moses going to judge him, man. You know, and he's going to use the Hawashai, he's going to use the King David, he's going to use the 12 disciples, man, judging on the 12. It's like he's sitting on the 12 thrones. You know, he's going to judge you, man. He's going to hear all kinds of shit. You're hearing conspiracies now. You know, you did that. You know, or that happened and then you were involved or whatever, man. You know.
And that's what we're doing now as well. Because before every kingdom went down, the prophets came forth and let them know, we read out certain crimes, man. Like when you go to trial, when you go to trial, and you know they read out all your charges. You know, that's what we're doing before the sentence comes. So we're letting Esau know what he's doing.
And it's really going to be just a sentence, because there's going to be no trial for Esau, because the sentence is already,
Yeah,
you know,
it's already set.
You know, because I was in Batman. He said, I want to talk to Bane. He's like,
Oh,
Bane
yeah,
has no
yeah.
authority here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not a trial. This is merely a sentence.
It's like a mandatory. Mandatory. Don't trust this one.
He's on trial.
No,
they're,
no,
well,
guilty.
they're gonna be exterminated.
Oh, yeah.
See, so,
Mandatory death.
yeah, 1,000 years of slavery, extermination.
That's right. Death by exile. Death by exile.
Actually, it was a Star Trek.
Sold to the man in cold sweat.
You had more?
Yes, just a little bit. Because of the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. There's more, but
Yeah. I had something to bring out. This is something that I was going into for the earth, for the food. This is from actually the Canadian website, Canadian Agriculture.ca. It's under the agricultural subsection. And I'm going to just go to the last paragraph, which the title is hazardous chemicals. So it says there are various other substances, because there's other parts of this. We talk about pesticides and whatnot, which I believe the first sentence, it says modern agriculture relies heavily on the use of pesticides to maintain yields. So they're just telling me straight up, you know, like, and people don't even understand what these things do to your body. That's why when you see food pesticide free or GMO free, like that's a very rare thing to see nowadays. You know, but I'm going to jump to the point of hazardous chemicals. It says that can generate from. There are various other substances that can generate from agricultural operations and pose risks to water quality. Fuels such as diesel and gasoline, motor oils, and other petroleum-based products such as paint thinners may contaminate fresh water when spilled or disposed of improperly. There is some potential for accumulation of heavy metals in agricultural soils that can be taken up by crops. Copper and zinc are used as animal feed additives and can accumulate in soils receiving heavy applications of manure. Cadmium and zinc, which cadmium is a poisonous, toxic heavy metal, and zinc from fertilizers, particularly phosphorus products, may also build up in soils. Which are not talking about other metals like mercury and lead, arsenic. You know.
Cadmium they use to paint, what's it called, rotors on your car, like a metallic looking type of thing. Yeah, it's heavy, man. Like, you know, when it's wet, it's sticky, and then when it dries, it's hard, man. So that gets in your body.
So I remember there was a report a couple months ago I watched on CBC. They were going into, they actually filmed it in Dundas Square because they were actually talking about this fake jewelry stores and you go to, you know, people know it's fake, but they just buy it for the style or whatever. But they actually took a lot of those pieces and they actually, well, they got a bunch of girls to go to different stores and buy different jewelry. They took some of the jewelry to like University of Toronto and they tested them. And a lot of them came back with cadmium, was one of them, lead, and other ones, mercury, I believe. And, you know, they're going into the health effects of all that, because even wearing these things, it'll break down into your system. You know, whether through your pores, whether you're just wearing it, it'll find its way into your system. You know, it says more recently, concerns have been raised through the additions of pharmaceuticals to fresh water through runoff and wastewaters. The presence of low levels of antibiotics in water has been linked to the emergence of drug-resistant pathogens. It says it has been documented that a variety of substances that are applied to agricultural fields have the potential to disrupt endocrine function in aquatic organisms, which is like your hormonal function. So that if it disrupts fish's hormonal structures, what does it even do? So the major areas of concern are associated with pesticides and certain pharmaceuticals that have been fed to livestock and may be present in livestock manure. And that's just some info that they officially give you from the government of Canada.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of God. The clusters are bitter. Their vine is the poison of dragons and the cruel venom of Asaph.
It's going to the Esau, man. You know, that vine and that root basically is corrupted. They're just corrupt beings. Right? That's why it says in Revelations, most likely destroy them that destroyed earth.
Hmm.
Brothers get a chance, you should watch that documentary with DiCaprio before the flood. It's free on YouTube. It's a good documentary. They're going into all kinds of stuff, but they just show you how this devil, man, he just messes up everything. He goes in other countries and just fucks it up.
This is Ezekiel 4:12. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles.
So this is the thing that the Lord told Ezekiel to do as like an omen, like a sign that he would do before Israel. Because the Lord was out there, man. He would make prophets do certain things that they necessarily didn't want to do, but they had to do. That's why it's not all fun and games being a prophet, man. It's not about sugary shit, man.
You're acquainted with grief. Huh?
So eventually, Ezekiel said, "I'm not eating man shit." So he said, "Okay, take the dung, take cow manure, cow dung, But it was symbolic that we're going to eat worse than that. We're basically eating feces right now. That's what we're eating.
Humans too. Humans.
Aborted fetuses. All kinds of shit, man.
Beaver's anus. That's fucking vanilla. Oh, man.
But they use somehow there's some Edomite devil got the nerve to look up a beaver's ass crack.
That's Esau.
You see, I can make this taste like vanilla.
Esau. Yeah, that's Esau.
I figured that's the way people. Do it. But in the same
Grind it up. Crazy, man.
And even if you want to eat another type of different burger besides McDonald's, hey, that same corporation is making burgers for everybody. For Burger King, Arby's, wherever, it's all on the same fucking line. They'll just start over, and then I think all of them have the same contract, all of the same companies, whether it be different, this great organic burger.
100% beef.
Contaminated, motherfucker.
100% beef.
Yeah.
No.
Angus.
Yeah, 100% beef.
Anus.
Yeah. Anus.
And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Then said I, Lord God, behold, my soul hath not been polluted from my youth up even till now. Have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth.
See, there's a law that tells you cannot eat an animal if it dies of natural causes. If it dies of itself, you have to kill it. There's a proper way to kill it too. You don't fucking electrocute it, man. You don't eat it and keep it in the cage all its life.
Keep it in the cage.
So Ezekiel was complaining that he didn't. Hey, that's some crazy shit, because to us, we don't even know how the animal died. What kind of animal it is? We don't know. We could be eating a rabbit for all we know, man.
Cat, dog.
Camel meat? I don't know, man. You ever ate a burger and then 10 minutes later you went to the bathroom, man? Your system just fuck out of here, man.
We could be eating roadkill.
Yeah.
Roadkill.
Oh, well, even the shit that
I
wash
wasn't
up.
surprised that they have agencies like that. They go out and get
Because the Kazars is heavy into that.
From what?
They
You
get
see
it
the
cut
truck
up.
with no writing at the grocery store.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Big
Yeah,
white-
true.
big white trucks that-
Right, you're true.
and some faded letters.
Yeah, because you're right. It happened a while back. Oceans, they got reprimanded. A few companies here in Toronto got reprimanded from Canada Health. They didn't pass the standard.
Yeah.
They didn't pass the standard. They didn't get the green.
And all that.
They got a yellow card.
Food checking, they don't go so far, because Esau really doesn't give a shit. It depends where it's going. If it's going to Loblaws or some nice store, Metro, you know, but if it's going to No Frills or Fresco or Price Shoppers, oh shit, man.
Yeah.
It's food basics.
Because you know what really is, when these factories, when they have the workers in there, they got their own safety. Then there's a government of Canada in there for health and safety. Well, guess what happens when the government of Canada is not on the line? Oh, somebody was pushing the thing, it tilted over. Oh, everybody got to run quick, put it back in the bin, and then put it back on the thing. I seen that.
I can attest to that as well.
I seen that shit, man.
I work for food. That's the food.
$2.99 a pound, brother.
The food that you guys have in your grocery store. I used to work at that place where every grocery store, and when that happens, that's all we do, man.
Yeah.
You just pick that shit up and put it right back.
You have no choice.
That's why it says wash your fruits, because when you drop that shit on the ground, we throw that shit right back and ship that shit right to the stores. So,
Because they're gonna account for how much pounds. They already recorded how much pounds or whatever is on that Gaylord or skid. This is how much it's supposed to go. So if that doesn't weigh up to a thing, they'll be like, where did this go? What? You're working here. You're fired. And then they blame it on you. So, you know, they can hand you, you know, they can fine you.
verse 15, then he said unto me, Lo, I have given these cows dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care.
And then brother, some other thing about the rice plastic.
Yeah, corn.
We're just eating some abominations.
But remember, a couple of years ago, it was the cereal. His brother brought it out. It was the metal in the cereal. Wassa brought it out years ago. Right?
And then more other stuff.
And I was tripping out because I love cereal.
Oh, yeah.
I love cereal.
Yeah.
I love cereal.
Quit it.
I love cereal, man. Like, I love cereal.
It's not just the metals, it's just the chemicals and the cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the pesticide Fruit Loops.
And then you take the milk plus and pour it over.
No.
The plus.
Yeah, that's what
You stir that shit.
There you go.
Like, what kind of man would mess up cereal? Like, Esau.
That baby's was
Yeah, I just want to make a quick comment. If you Google this government, this Canadian government, all those animals and so-called food products that are not that are offensive to the Hebrew Israelites, the white man has laws to protect them. In other words, I pulled up an article, and you can Google this. All you got to do is type in dog meat. And I'm telling you, you will get offended, and you just want to smash the TV and go against the laws of this white man. But he protects that. So what I'm saying to you is that in these various shops, and grocery outlets and what have you, they have a room in there, especially with Moab, where the white man has laws that you can actually eat those meats. And you can actually sell them. Right, so this is nothing new, but I just thought I'd bring that out. So he actually protects that, okay? But he has laws to protect it already in place. You know, camel, anything you want to get, it's there, but it's documented on Google. I mean, but you just need to type in dog meat, and then you'll find it. You'll see all the other abominable things that are offensive to the Hebrew Israelites in there. That's all I got, but I got a precept real quick. Daniel 4:17, that's just to bring this out. It says here, the point is made in this verse. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So this devil, this son of perdition, I mean, he's going down, and boy,
Didn't he take Nebuchadnezzar and make him beastman?
yeah.
Made him grow claws and growl and eat grass and shit, you know?
Yes. Yeah, that's this is passed on to Esau now. Of course, as we know, the basis of everything. He's that Babylonian, he's that Chaldean, he's all of those things that are really offensive to the Most High.
You don't have anything, we'll close up on.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
You don't have anything? Alright, so with that, I want to say, Brak Thayel Shai. Alright, the run is unto the apostles of GMS who move on. And salutations unto the elect. Alright, you know, brothers keep pushing the spirit. You know, Roma's out of here. They're gonna keep pushing the prophecies, that's all they're gonna do. You know, Mosai makes his move, and Esau makes his move, and then Mosai is gonna clear them out, man. Check this way. I'm checking it.
Yeah, just like that movie, Black Horse, man. There's a chess movie called Black Horse. Good movie.
Sure.